guys, Tomboy601. Today, one, we got Richelieu in the background. Not really the focus, but just keep an eye on the footage. We do get a high cal in under 5 minutes, so that's choice, but it's not what we're going to be focusing on today. Instead, we're going to be going over all of the news you probably missed during the most recent community stream. If you're unaware, usually on Mondays, the community team likes to stream about what's new in the game, and this past Monday they weren't able to because it's a public holiday where they were, so instead they chose to stream on Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and cover all of the news you need to know, and because this is the one that came out right after the update, there's usually a bit more news to actually dive into, so that's why we're doing this video. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and dive on in. The first thing we want to talk about, Cyclone. If you're unaware, Cyclone is the free tier 4 boat that you can receive if you've been playing the game for 4 years as part of your congratulations, thanks for playing for 4 years bundle. Couple of things we found out. One, Cyclone will never be sold. It will only be the 4-year strong sort of community reward, and we know that because it will also continue to come back every year. So when it's this time of year and you've been around for 4 years, you yourself will be able to claim Cyclone. So if it's a boat that you're looking forward to, just remember to come and claim it. We'll have a video about it a little bit later. It's not great, but hey, it's there. Awesome. Next up, rocket planes. Sometimes things show up in artwork and us, the community, get excited because, we do this on this channel where you Ron, he does it on his channel. We get excited. And if you notice, some of the artwork in this update had some rocket planes. They were quick to point out rocket planes is not a tease for an upcoming feature. There are not rocket planes currently in development. Will it never come? I don't know. Personally, I think we would have seen them already if they were going to come. So, yeah. The rocket planes that you're seeing out there, not a tease. Just, I have a feeling that they're just pulling from the old Warships archive and they found some fun rocket plane art. And that's what they chose to use. So, take it with a grain of salt. After that, they went ahead and talked about the missions because, Path of the Samurai, it's kind of been dominating the way this game has been being played for the past week. So a couple of things. One, there are actually 2 mission chains for the collection containers. The first one is that initial Path of the Samurai mission chain that I'm sure you are incredibly familiar with. But also there's another set of missions that come when you receive the Iwami, the Swift Strike missions, and they are going to have similar requirements in them. And what happens with those is if you complete both of those, you should be able to gain the Mikasa 23. If you are unable to finish them, they will have another set of missions that will come next update. So you don't have to buy Iwami you don't have to buy out the Admiralty backing, you don't have to buy the Admiralty backing period in order to earn the challenges, in order to get the Mikasa and all of that. You'll just have to wait an extra update in order to get more free missions in order to finish out your collection. They have also noted the feedback about having to play Legendary in order to get this through. Hopefully they listen to that and we can enjoy not having to play Legendary tier in the future when it comes to missions like this. Beyond that, the hottest topic in the community, clans and training rooms, still no news. So God knows when that's coming. Other things that we were told, first off, if you're a big fan of the Azur or you've been waiting for Azur Atago to come back because she's a very powerful commander, she will not be coming back. She's not likely to come back, and more importantly, they won't be trying to make a look-alike for Atago to come back either. There's not going to be an option to buy totally not Atago 17 in the store. if you have a Tago, count your lucky stars. Unfortunately, that very strong commander will not be coming back. Additionally, talking about very strong things that, we don't know when they're going to come back or if they're going to come back. Lenin. You may remember this as a Christmas reward ship from a couple years back. It has the noted distinction of Wargaming saying it will return, and it won't only be, I think, was it a super prize or was it like the ultimate prize from the Christmas thing? It was something. Anyways, it is the top performing battleship at tier 7. So as a result, it probably will never return, even though the good old folks at Wargaming told us it was going to return. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? That's on you to decide. Personally, I don't have Lenin, so I would very much like for them to keep their words true and allow it to return, whether it be through I don't know what means, but yeah, they said it would return. They should probably allow it to return. Other things that we're kind of waiting on, Atlantico, and specifically the BB commander, it is taking longer than expected. It will be a unique style commander, which is good to hear. It won't just be a copy pasta of a porcupine commander, which is excellent. But as a result, it's taking longer, so who knows when we'll get it. Like I said, I think my gut feeling is maybe next update, if not the update after that. Still, they probably shouldn't have sold the ship if they didn't have the commander. But this is where we are today. Other news: if you applied to be a super tester, Final Boss is making his way through contacting those individuals who've made it into super test. It turns out, as part of an anti-spam feature, Discord prevents you from starting new sets of DMs with a set number of people, and Boss is hitting that number during his contact information. So he's sending out what he can every single day, and then when he can't send out any more, he has to wait 24 hours because I guess they think he's a crypto bro trying to steal all of our bitcoins. Hey, there's been more interesting stories, but for those of you out there who got into the Super Test program, congratulations. That is an honor I will never have, because you can't be a CC and a Super Tester at the same time. A couple of other things. One, Daring, top of the DDs as far as performance in Legendary tier. So get out there, research her if you haven't. Blit personally does not think that the game could support 12v12, which I think this is one of those things. I've said this in live streams before, but I can't remember if I've ever put these words into a video. People are concerned about subs. Personally, I don't think they would be able to bring subs into the game, not the sandwiches, the boats, submarines. I don't think they would be able to bring them into the game if we couldn't bring 12v12 into the game. I just don't think there's enough variety in surface ships in a 9v9 match to write off both a carrier and a sub into non-surface ships, non-traditional roles. So I think they would have to bring it up to 12v12, and personally, I think we can see that probably not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're not looking for subs. I personally would love to see 12v12. The final bit of feedback that they told us, hey, they're aware of, is the total cost of tier 8s being expensive. I'm guessing they're looking into that, but no news most likely on that, whether we will be getting an economy rework. Personally, I do think the tier 8s are a bit too spendy, and we should hope to see something soon as far as to bring the price down, because they're just too expensive for what they are, especially when legendaries are essentially free, other than Schlieffen and the ones that they've charged money for. But the majority of the legendaries are essentially free. Anyways, guys, that is all of the news. I hope you enjoyed the massive damage game we had go on behind. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.